What is up, nation? Afternoon pop-up show in effect. Let's go ahead and kick this thing off, y'all.
Inside Allegiant Stadium for the first time this year. Touchdown Raiders! Touchdown Raiders! Drilled from behind. Ball's out. Big man running. Raiders!
What is up, nation? Good afternoon to everyone. Happy Tuesday. Appreciate everyone pulling up for this pop-up show. We got some shit going down, so we on. So let me go ahead and really quick salute to everyone already here and already pulling up wherever you guys be. Whether you guys still at work, you guys heading home, or you guys heading to work, wherever. This is a pop-up show, but I appreciate everyone rocking with me on this Tuesday afternoon. Um, Let me go ahead and start kicking things off here. A shout out to the chat as always. Salute to my guy Robert Pena in the building. Shout out to Ardell, my guy Rorschach. Salute, brother. I know you're at work, so appreciate you tapping in. Raider Paul in the building. What to do, brother? Salute, salute. My guy Billy Davis in the building. Salute, brother. Appreciate you pulling up. Let's see here. Yes, sir. Rick Rock in the building. What a do, brother. Salute, salute. Uh, let's see. Anthony in the building. What a do, brother. Thanks for pulling up, my guy. Salute to you. Again, rocking the tea today because it's a little hot, man. It's a little hot. But let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. We have some breaking news. The Raiders are has signed. They've done a couple of transactions today. Raiders doing roster moves today. So biggest thing here. Let's go ahead and kick things off. Raiders signed Jamal Adams to the Raiders. This literally just happened probably like 45 minutes ago. So not that much breaking news, and it's not that breaking news. But let me go ahead and show this up. So Raiders have signed former Seahawks safety Jamal Adams. He met with the Raiders. He was in the building earlier today, and then they have made it official. He is now a Raider, and he will be a part of training camp from this week. So he is now a Raider. And this is one of the questions that we kind of been talking about over the last few weeks, probably even a couple months, about that question. I'm bringing over another safety. Pete and Spytek going ahead and answering that question, at least for now. At least for now. So I know there's been, I don't know too much about Jamal Adams. Again, this is just kind of broke a little bit ago, so I haven't had too much time to really look into this. So anything that we're going to go ahead and anything that I find out, we're going to go ahead and do it together. Pretty cool. We'll go ahead and kind of get to know a little bit about these new guys. So Jamal Adams, again, he was with the Seahawks. Have that familiarity with Pete Carroll's. Hence, you see the title of the show, Familiar Editions. So Jamal coming over to the Raiders. There is another addition as well that happened today. Um, Raiders going out and getting cornerback JT Woods. JT Woods is also being signed with the Raiders. Another former Seahawk brought over by Pete Carroll. So there is definitely continuity going on. A lot of familiar faces happening that are coming over to the Raiders. There is a third edition. They went out and got Antonio Mafi. He is a guard. So bringing in another depth piece for that offensive line. So Antonio Mafi now is with the Las Vegas Raiders. Another one, wide receiver Philip Dorsett, being signed to the Raiders. Let me go ahead and share this really quick. And this is shout out to Raider Resistance. So if you don't follow Raider Resistance, go ahead and if you're on IG, go ahead and go over, give them a quick follow. Always coming with the breaking news and fire content as usual. Let me go ahead and post this up. This is from Tashawn Reed. I'm gonna go ahead and blow this up. Give me a second, y'all. All right. Hopefully y'all can see this. Let me take my mug out of it. All right. So Raiders signed Jamal Adams, cornerback JT Woods. JT also played in Seattle. Also, Raiders going out and getting a guard, Antonio Mafi. Mafi's being picked up as another depth piece for that offensive line. Two wide receivers are also being brought in, Philip Dorsett and Seth Williams. Now, this is a thing because we cannot go over 90 people on the roster at this point in time. There is some cuts that have to go ahead and be made. So the following people have been waived. Corner Mello Dotson has been waived. Wide receiver Zakir Franklin, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Wide receiver Keyshawn Smith and linebacker Jalen Walker have been waived. So they are now released. They've been waived. So that makes room for those acquisitions, those transactions as of today. So crazy news coming out of Las Vegas. A lot of moving and shaking right now. Not a big splash as far as signing wise, but there has been at least some depth defensively, offensively as well. So interesting to see how this is all unfolding. Literally, this has been happening in the last hour or so, 45 minutes to an hour. Raiders making transactional moves. Let me know what you guys think about all these. I mean, if you guys follow me on Twitter, kind of voice my opinion on this. To me, this looks like a lot of depth moves, a lot of supporting cast, as you want to go ahead and call it. Nothing really where could potentially make a starting role. You never know. But aside probably maybe from Jamal Adams, I don't really see anybody from that list really potentially making a starting gig. But interesting, Raiders have not, Mike Hilton still out there. They have not pursued him or not have made any type of intention to go ahead and go after him. But yeah, go ahead and you guys let me know what you guys' thoughts on this as well. And then obviously we had the Pete's Pete did go ahead and come out and do a presser today. So we'll go ahead and touch base on that in just a bit. Give me a second, guys. All right. Gonna go ahead and change this. Pete Carroll presser. Give me a second, guys. Hang on 1 second. All right. Sorry, my dog. All right. So let me go ahead and hit the chat real quick. A little behind. Shout out to my guy, Space Beast, in the building. Salute, brother. Thanks for pulling up. My guy, Malin, in the building. Salute, brother. Salute. There you go. Raider Paul says, yeah, bring it on. There you go. Bring in veteran wide receivers. Yep, bring in veteran wide receivers for sure. Jalen Walker was an old linebacker, right? 28. I don't think he was old, bro. I think he's a UDFA. He was on my UDFA list. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. But Pete Carroll also had his presser today. What are you guys' thoughts on that? He did he addressed the media today, talked about kind of Christian Wilkins' foot. Let me go ahead and kind of minimize that. All right. Talked about Christian Wilkins' foot. So kind of taking it slow, day by day type of thing. Not really going too much in depth. I really didn't hear anything as far as about the video coming out or anything like that. But uh, PB and Pete, he kind of talked about the season at hand, and he's predicting about 10 games, 10 wins at least. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Do you guys think he'll be able to go ahead and hit those 10 wins today? I mean, 10 wins this season? I don't know. That's pretty optimistic. So interesting to see that he's going out and making that call. Let me see here. 1 second, guys. Hang on. But yeah, Pete's presser today. Let me go ahead and get my girl real quick. Hang on 1 second. There we go. Sorry about that. Make sure my girl's good. But yeah. Pete coming with 10 wins. Very optimistic going into this 2025 season. Obviously, he did mention he needed to go ahead and assess some guys, but for the most part, he's predicting around 10 wins. That should happen. He didn't guarantee it. He's like, I wish I can guarantee it, but he really couldn't. But hey, I don't know. What do you guys thought? Do you think we're gonna go ahead and be able to get double digit wins? Do you think it's gonna be 6 to 7, 8 wins, or plus 10? Let me know what your thoughts down below. I'm gonna go ahead and put a poll on this, and we're gonna go ahead and see what everybody thinks about this, the outlook for this season. Let's see. All right, here we go. And again, if you guys are new, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. Click those thumbs, especially for my ride or dies. Really does help to go ahead and support the show. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this. Oops, my number lock is not working. There we go. 78. Okay. 6. All right, I'm gonna give you guys this, and I'm putting it together, so bear with me. Under 5 wins. Oops. 8 and 9. 10 plus. All right, here we go, guys. So put that up for y'all. Put a quick poll. How many wins do you see the Raiders winning this season? Under 5 wins, 6 or 7, 8 and 9, or 10 plus? You guys think we're good enough to go ahead and get 10 plus wins this season? And 10 plus to me means possibly making playoffs. So just so y'all know, that's kind of what that kind of looks like. Let me know what you guys think. I'll go ahead and share the results in just a bit. So I wanted to just go ahead and come on and go ahead and let you guys know of the transactions that are going on today so far. Again, Raiders going out and signing, making roster moves and signing safety Jamal Adams, cornerback JT Woods, guard Antonio Mafi, wide receivers Philip Dorsett and Seth Williams are being added to this Raider roster. Also, on the flip side, guys are being waived. Cornerback Mello Dotson, wide receiver Franklin, wide receiver Keyshawn Smith, and linebacker Jalen Walker. They are all waived. So to make room for the new acquisitions that were literally brought in this afternoon. So let me go ahead and just see if there's anything else that's been happening. I'm going to go ahead and keep my eye on it as well. But let me go ahead and see. As of yet, no, nothing. All right. So let me go ahead and start breaking down the stats for Jamal Adams, the safety. All right. Jamal Adams. Okay. So all right. So last year he was with Detroit, and it looks like he had let's see, total tackles were 7, 4 solo tackles, 3 assists. Other than that, pretty quiet. Not sure if he played the full season. Let's see here. See what he did. So in 85 games, Adams had a total of 501 tackles, 21 and a half sacks, and 4 interceptions. So last year, he only played in 5 games with Tennessee and Detroit. So so he has a little bit of an injury history. So they say, because I did read something on Twitter earlier, just right before the presser, that he was meeting with them and he seems pretty healthy. And then next thing you know, we're here now. We're signing a deal where he's now part of the safety room, that defensive back room. Let me go ahead and look up JT Woods. Let's see here. Career. All right. So for him, for GT, looks like 2022, 2023, he was with the Chargers, and I think last year he was with Seattle. He had 3 total tackles and 22. So let me go ahead and just do the career stats. Career stats: 18 total tackles, 7 solo, 1 assist. That's it. So again, another depth piece um for Pete for that secondary room. Not really like a whole lot to go ahead and really talk about, with these guys. Let me see if I can go ahead and find something on Mafi. Again, I appreciate everyone to go ahead and appreciate everyone pulling up with me on this Tuesday show. Just a quick pop-up show. It's not gonna be super long. Chopping it up, just letting you guys know what's going on. Literally, crazy transactions happen over the last hour. Raiders making some roster moves, bringing in guys, letting go guys. You know, for the most part, I thought this was kind of more going to happen back in June, but this is literally happening day one of training camp. So I guess if you're gonna go ahead and make these moves, might as well make them at day one in training camp. So cool. Shout out to Troy in the building. Salute. Crazy. I mean, these are all depth pieces too, in my opinion, to be honest with you. They're all really depth pieces. Is nothing where um they're wowing me. Just kind of went over the stats on Jamal and JT. Not a whole lot, especially on JT, not a whole lot. So we're gonna go ahead and look into Mafi, see what kind of stats he has. And he was with Indy, I believe, last year. See stats. I don't think there's nothing on him. Yeah, there's not really anything on him. He was drafted back in 2023, 5th-round pick. And then I don't think he had anything. Yeah, he really didn't play anything last year. So just another depth piece, guys, just in case somebody goes down. Obviously, Pete's all about competition, so for sure. Let's see. My guy Space B says, I think the nation was hoping to see Mello Dotson, but life happens. Yep. So maybe he just didn't have a good mini camp OTA. Sometimes that's kind of what how things kind of boil down to. So yeah, sucks, but it is what it is. I hope he does go ahead and find a new home, and maybe somebody else picks him up for sure. Let's see here. All right. But yeah, nothing really on Mafi. Let's go ahead and see if we can find something on Dorset really quick. Hang on. All right. So Philip Dorset. All right, Philip Dorset. Okay. So Dorset as career wise. Receiving career wise, he has doesn't really have a lot. 151 receptions. Tar- Receiving targets, 270, 2,000 yards. I mean, again, this is another depth piece, nothing really where it's going to go ahead and kind of wow you. I'm not even going to try to go ahead and look for Seth Williams stats at this point. Pretty sure we're not gonna find a whole lot there, but just another death, another death piece. That's really what it boils down to. But Pete really not speaking too much about Christian Wilkins a whole lot. So again, this is probably going to be a week by week thing. I don't know how y'all feel about that. A lot of you guys thought yesterday that he doesn't make it before week one. So if that's really kind of the case of him really missing most of training camp or all of training camp, then we probably won't see him until week 1 or 2. I'm surprised. I won't be surprised if we don't see him week 1, but we see him on week 2. If they place him on IR and he comes back for that home opener, that could be definitely a possibility that could potentially happen. For sure. But you guys, let me know your guys' thoughts on it. Again, just doing a quick live to go ahead and just chop it up and talk some Raiders football real quick. Let me go ahead and grab my son. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, y'all. Here we go. Had to get my little co-host here to go ahead and chop it up with me. But shout out to my guy G Fam in the building. What a do, brother. Appreciate you pulling up. All right. So put the poll out earlier. Based on Pete's Pete's insight into this season coming up. He believes that we can go ahead and get 10 wins. So I'll put the poll out. How many wins do you guys see the Raiders winning this season? Under 5 wins, 6 or 7, 8 or 9, or 10 plus wins. Currently, 60% say it's 10 plus wins, 8 and 9, 40% with 5 votes currently casted in. If you haven't voted, make sure you guys head on over, cast your vote, let your voice be heard. And then again, we'll go ahead and touch base in a little bit on the final results of that quick poll. I just went ahead and did. And again, you guys let me know, what do you guys think about these roster moves, about the additions? Do you guys feel that there might be a possibility one of these guys may potentially being a starter, or do you guys think it's all depth piece? Guys, let me know what your thoughts on that. Again, appreciate everyone pulling up with me on this Tuesday afternoon pull-up show. I didn't even get to plug it or anything like that. I just went on live, man. So this is just sheer of everybody being available on YouTube and just coming in and chopping it up. That's how we do it. And again, as news drops, I go on. So I really wasn't for Jamal. I'm like, it's a guy we can go ahead and wait till tomorrow to chop it up on the Connection show. But all these other roster moves, all the other guys started coming in, and so had to go live. We had to talk about it. It's just a lot of moves that are kind of happening. They're not big splashes, but hey, they're still roster moves. There's guys that they are not part of the team, and then there's some new guys that just arrived. So interesting that this is all unfolding like literally day 1 of training camp. That's crazy. But shout out to my guy Bloody Raider in the building. Thanks for the content, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for supporting the show. As always, man, Salute to you, brother. Just over here chopping it up. Got the fam with me. In tow. We're doing the damn thing together. I got my boy. Mate, you over here. You're on the camera a lot, my boy. You're like chopping it up. There you go. There you go. The sister over here, getting into shit as usual. So, but it's cool, man. Roster moves happening today. Obviously, training camp kicking off today. Um, so hopefully these guys can go ahead and start, getting in sync. We're going to go ahead and finally see them practicing with the pads on. Uh, so we're going to see who's who and who really makes this 53-man roster, because now it's you're going to start seeing cuts happen pretty soon. So let me have that, honey. No, give it to me. Give it to me. Give me the bottle. Don't get it dirty. Thank you, honey. Oh, that's a good girl. Appreciate you, mama. All right. There we go. Got the bottle in it and everything. All right. Let's see. Shout out to my guy Grant in the building. What to do, brother? Salute to you. I'm feeling great, man. Yeah, gotta get my boy up in the stream, man. We chopping it up together, right? Yeah, that's right. That's right, man. Appreciate you. All right. So tell everybody, excuse me, you just had lunch. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. Shout out to my guy G fam. Let's see here. Raiders signed Jamal Adams, cornerback JT Woods, Tonio Mafi, Philip Dorsett, Seth Williams. Yep. They end up cutting Mello and Franklin Smith and Jalen Walker. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I'm not pissed about him. I was hopeful that he would make it into at least uh till the end of training camp. There was still a possibility for him to make the 53, but I guess not. Guess decided to go ahead and let him go early. So sucks, but I do hope he finds a new home and he gets picked up by another team. I think there's talent there for sure, but probably Pete decided it wasn't going to be a good fit being here with the Raiders. So sometimes that's how things work out, bro, for sure. Let's see here. What kind of impact do you think Jamal Adams will play the Raiders? Starter depth, camp body. How much do you think Adams has in the tank? Honestly, man, I mean, uh, he has a history of not being healthy, so that's going to be questioned for sure. Now, somebody had posted, I forgot who, that he came into this camp, or he came because he met with the brass today, right before Pete's presser or something like that, or right after, and they said he's been the healthiest he's ever been. That is not in question. So if that's true, if he does make the 53, he's just going to be, to me, he's probably going to be just supporting cast, right? You might see him come in here and there, probably to go ahead and possibly support Chin when he comes down to go ahead and play nickel and have another guy up there, somebody, a veteran who can go ahead and help out, pull him out. So, but everybody else, JT Woods, the receivers, to me, they're all depth pieces. We just before we hopped on, we try to go over stats and stuff. There's not really much there for these guys. So, to me, that this is all depth moves for sure. For sure. Let's see here. My guy G fam. Dotson was a dog in college, started all 12 games as a senior, recorded career high 5 interceptions, 49 tackles, 2 interceptions, returned for a touchdown, and even 7 pass breakups. Yeah, bro. I saw that game with Colorado, and man, he was he was fucking on dudes, bro. I think that's really where I started kind of like finding out who Mellow Dotson is, and yeah, it sucks that it didn't kind of work out here in Vegas, but it is what it is. I think he'll find a team. Um, with this thing with P is like that he's so particular on the guys that he wants. And it might just be uh, it might just be something where um, you know it just probably just wasn't the fit. It wasn't the fit. So let's see. Uh, let's see here. My guy Grant says, of the players that are cut, do you think the Raiders will try to hope they can later add them on practice squads when that time comes? Maybe that's if they don't get picked up by another team, bro. You know, so it's just crazy how this thing works. These guys are trying to go ahead and find jobs. They're trying to find starting jobs or jobs. Period. Where they can go ahead and be on a squad together, or they could go ahead and be on a team, right? So if an opportunity comes a knocking where he can go ahead and go to, you know, Atlanta, for example, that's they get offered to go ahead and be deaf there, they'll go ahead and take it, man. You know, that's kind of it. So that not necessarily where they stick around if they're still available, and Pete wants to go ahead and potentially keep them there and see what could potentially happen, and help the guys out. Yeah, could be, but I doubt it. These guys have a lot going on, so they're just gonna go ahead and try and find go ahead and try and find the next place to go ahead and land on for sure. Let's see here. Uh, the Carroll and Adams connection. Funny. Let's see. EDC said even he locked down Travis Hunter in college. That's no easy task. Spytech dropped the ball on this one, in my opinion. Yeah, maybe, man. But I don't think that was Spytech's fault, to be honest with you. I think that's Pete, bro. Pete handles that part. So if Pete and PG didn't like something about him, that's their call. I don't think it's really Spytech's. To be honest, I'm pretty sure he just gets word and he's the dude that just processes shit and all right, sends him off. But I think that's Pete for sure. And we talked about this before I go into Ground's comment here. We said I said that additions were gonna happen during training camp. Guys are gonna be released. So there's other guys because I'm looking at Ian Rappaport and Jordan Schultz stuff. They're teams are letting go and bringing in guys. So a lot of changes are happening. This is not going to be the last of it. We're still going to go ahead and see more acquisitions. We're going to still see more waivers go out, and that's kind of how everything's going to go ahead and kind of pan out for the next 3 weeks. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. But let's see here. So see, Grant is saying teams are scrambling for CBDTs. O line. Dolphins got nearly rookie starting at CB1-2. It's crazy. Yeah. So see, teams right now are gonna be releasing players, acquiring players. That's just kind of how it goes. People trying to give people shots, or bring in guys who feel potentially be a fit. Obviously, it's still a tryout and trying to figure out where they really fit on this team and could they really make an impact. So, yeah, we'll see. Let's see here. What are your thoughts on former NBA star Baron Davis, longtime Raider fan, set to host a Raider talk show of the nation? Good move. Should it be an X-rated place hosted? I'm not a fan of Baron Davis, bro. I'm not. Like he's good. He plays fucking legendary. I hate him because when I used to, when I used to watch, I'm a Lakers fan, bro. When I used to watch the playoffs, or like a rivalry game, it's always Baron Davis will fucking give us so many fucking problems, bro. So many problems. So as a player, I do not like him, but hey, as long as a Raider fan, and pretty sure he's a good Raider fan, man. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Would I rather have like an ex Raider player host it? Yeah, but it's not a big thing, man. So long as the love for the nation is there, so long the love for the team, it's all good with me, man. I feel that that's always gonna bring the best content, the best insights. Um, I figured this is probably gonna be like an interviewing thing, so they probably have guests on or whatever. So that'd be cool, man, for sure. Let's see. But again, appreciate everyone pulling up on this Tuesday afternoon. We're just going to go ahead and chop it up. Just going over the breaking news, the roster moves that happened over the last hour and a half almost, going into this day one of training camp. Raiders signing out 4 players, actually 5 players. So I need to update that because it's actually 5 players that have been signed, and then there's been some guys that have been released as well. So, um, crazy things coming out of Vegas today. Uh, so moves happening. 9 roster moves made today. It's a wild thing for sure. But most of these moves are def moves. Nothing where it's splash where potential starters are being brought in. Um, it's not like a Jermaine Pratt type signing, to be honest with you. Um, it's not that time, right? But you know, it's interesting to see they have not taken taken a look at Mike Hilton. Um, Same thing with Justin Simmons. They decided not to go ahead and pursue him. So we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and play this. Shout out to Raiders. That's right, baby girl. Tell everybody, Raiders, Raiders. All right, you got shy now. All right, y'all heard that. Y'all heard that. All right, let me go ahead and share this real quick, guys. This is Jamal Adams doing a little bit of a workout. All right, add this. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put it up. So shout out to my guy Big Mike Grader who reposted it. Um, and he's in the best shape of his life. Don't be fooled. Raiders, that's right, baby. Yeah, there you go. So you see him do some footwork. Don't look too bad. Look pretty good. Again, it's all about whether or not you can really stay healthy or not. Not a bad sign. This was from last week, y'all. Last week, Jamal Adams doing workout. Crazy, crazy. Yeah. All right. Uh, all right. There you go. So I just want to go ahead and kind of show you guys um, a little bit of Jamal. Again, this was from last week on the 16th of July, doing a workout. Um, so you guys got to see a little bit of Jamal and kind of what he brings. Um, you know, we don't know. We don't know whether I don't know if he's going to be. I doubt him being a starter. I really do feel he's probably going to be a depth piece right now. Even looking at that, when you have guys like Chin and Palma, you already know what time it is. So you know, here we go. Shout out to my guy Armando in the building. Salute to you, brother. He says, I like the signing today. There you go. So we had a few signings for sure. Yeah. Hey, I'm the baby mama too, bro. Just kidding. Wifey out there. She's in tow right now. She's in tow. She's out working today. I'm here with the kids, man. You already know what time it is. Let's see. Shout out to my guy Ardell. A little bit has a better headline than Bowers. There you go, bro. I know. And see, my boy don't need no Rogaine, bro. He's gonna grow up pretty soon. He's gonna be thicker. Oh, buddy. Oh man. There you go. Hang on one second, guys. Uh, bold baller, the bald baller. Yep, exactly. Man, let's see. Long time Rain fan. Okay. There you go. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just wanted to go ahead and kind of show you guys a little bit of Jamal Adams kind of working out this offseason. Let me go ahead and play the rest of it real quick. Um, uh, go back here. All right. Again, this is Jamal Adams last week working out. Shout out to Big Mike Green who posted this earlier. Yeah, there we go. So Jamal Adams getting it in, looking good, man. So hopefully we get a good Jamal, and he's able to go ahead and be an effective depth piece for us come this this training camp and preseason. So obviously we need to find out what he actually can do in game. So we'll see what's up. Shout out to my guy Christopher Raiders in the building. Salute to you. Appreciate you pulling up, my guy. Let's see here. Grant says, hopefully Jamal Adams plays better than Poyer did with the Finns last year. Man, that dude was horrible. Waste of contract. Didn't even provide leadership. Yeah. So sometimes these guys get brought in also for as a camp body. But I think with Pete and his history with him, I think it's trying to see what he still has left, if he's healthy, if he still can make an impact, all that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Salute to Yoshi in the building. What did do, brother? Salute. Appreciate you pulling up, my guy. Yes, sir. But yeah, wanted to go ahead and go over with that again. Raiders making roster moves today. They went out and signed Jamal Adams, JT cornerback JT Woods, also guard Antonio Mafi. He has been signed. Wide receiver Philip Dorsett and Seth Williams have been added on. Raiders have released a couple guys: Mello Dotson, um, Jalen Walker, the linebacker, They also released. Man, I forgot already. They also released. Let me see here. Franklin and Keyshawn Smith. So they released two wide receivers, a corner, and a linebacker. Um, so to make room for the new guys, and of course, I've said it that this was possibly going to go ahead and happen. Guys are going to go ahead and get picked up during training camp to go ahead and fill out the additional rosters. So I don't see it being the last of it. I'm pretty sure we're going to go ahead and see more transactions happen as training camp continues, going probably all the way up to the last week of training camp, um, towards the end of August. So, um, interesting to see who they acquire. But yeah, no big splashes yet. This has all been depth pieces. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on. Obviously, keep an eye on Christian Wilkins and his foot. Um, what's going on with him? Let's see here. What game am I going to? So I'm going to a few games. Actually, I talked to Mike from Raiders Against the World. Shout out to him. He plugged me on some stuff on Instagram. But I'll be out at week 2 for sure. The home opener, I'm gonna be there, bro. I'm gonna be in Phoenix for that Cardinal Raider preseason game. That's gonna be a fire one. Now that all these moves happen, now I can give a little bit more insight, seeing everything kind of unfold as it happened, and then I'll be back in Vegas November the 2nd, that November 1st and 2nd, birthday weekend. I'll be down there for the Jaguar game. So, yeah, it'll be a cool one for sure. Yeah, you'll be that Vegas Raiders versus Cowboys fire. Shout out to Nate. He's gonna be at that one too. Salute to him, for sure. So, um, but yeah, I wanted to go ahead and just chop it up with you guys again. It was not going to be a super long live. We're just wanted to go ahead and go over that news really quick before I go ahead and head on out, because I got a few things I got to go ahead and do for the rest of the day. But I did ask you guys on poll, how many wins do you guys see the Raiders winning this season? Under 5 wins, 6-7, 8-9, or 10 plus wins. Currently, 57% say 10 plus wins, 89, 36%. And a couple of people said, or maybe one person said, under 5 wins. Wow. Whoever said that, that's cool. But let me know why y'all think under 5 wins. If you guys are not that confident in this team, okay. If you're just kind of erring on the side of caution and not wanting to go out and break your heart, which I totally get, and kind of putting your expectations low, that's cool too. I'm mad at you. I'm curious to know why under 5 wins. That means that we're gonna have either the same or less wins that we did last year, which is insane. Which is insane for sure. Uh, no, not 98. LV Raider, LV Raider 10. It'll be out there, bro. Yeah. Paul says 11 to 6. Okay. Oh, Pete saying 10, bro. Pete saying 10 plus. He says can't guarantee it, but 10 plus. So that's bold. That's bold. So again, Pete had the presser earlier. Then we saw these transactions happening. He basically put out just you know they really had to assess. They have to really assess everybody during training camp. Obviously, they'll have the pads on during later on in the week, and they're really going to start seeing a feel and a go of everybody. But at least Raiders right now making depth moves and bring in uh, some defensive guys, offensive guys, guard. The guard is kind of the interesting one. So bringing more depth there. Still kind of young. Only been this is what kind of going into a third year, but has not had any real playing time. And Antonio Maffi looked pretty okay in college. I saw a quick snippet of some stuff, but nothing really where it's crazy. So, that's the thing. We got to see what actually happens at the NFL level for sure. Uh, let's see. Chris saying now we're going 20-0 with Chip. All right, there you go, man. Undefeated, bro. Undefeated. Oh man. Let's see. Um, it depends. I've seen a couple. I haven't seen all of them, but yeah. It looks like a beast. It looks like a beast, man, for sure. So let's see here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this poll. Crazy, crazy, nasty work, you guys. Somebody thinking we're gonna go ahead and get under 5 wins. That's wild, for sure. But let's see here. Go ahead and get your questions in, guys. I'm gonna head on out in just a bit. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything updated from Twitter. No. So it looks like that's as of now. That's probably it. There is okay. So D tackle Quentin Jefferson visit the Raiders today as well. So former Jet, Seahawk, um, but nothing has been made official with him as of yet. But obviously, again, as additions are made, there's guys that are going to have to be waived to meaning they're going to have to be cut to go ahead and make room for the new guys coming in to be a part of training camp. So just keep that in mind. When somebody gets yeah, exactly. When somebody gets added on, somebody's going to get cut. What do you think? What's your take, my boy? What do you think? Yeah? No? Okay. You're thinking about it? All right. Man. Let's see here. All right. That he had the video. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, Quentin Jefferson is out meeting with the Raider brass today as well. So yeah, we'll see. How do you feel about that? There you have it. He feels good. He feels good. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, rest in paradise, Ozzy Osbourne, man. That's it's a heartbreaker, man. Heartbreaker. Love Ozzy, bro. For sure. Yeah. See, I did what I'm talking. You got his takes, bro. You got his take. You got his take. Nico Raider here, bro. For sure. Look at Chris, bro. Oh man. But yeah, other than that, guys, that is it for me today. Appreciate everyone pulling up and chopping up with me, taking a few minutes out of your day to go ahead and have some Raider talk. Just wanted to go ahead and give you guys a quick update of what's going on in the Raiders today. And I thought it was just going to be a quiet day one of training camp, not a whole lot going on. And then we get all these roster moves happening within the last like 2 hours, which was crazy. But we'll see what else happens with the Raiders if there's anything else additionally. Obviously, we'll go ahead and chop it up tomorrow with the Raider Connection, and we'll talk about all these acquisitions the depth pieces tomorrow as well, and we'll get everybody else's take on it and see how they feel. I'll get Jeff's take on the guard Antonio Maffi about that move, though. He's still pretty green. There's not a whole lot about him. Just kind of what he means going into this guard battle that we're having the next few weeks to figure out who's going to go ahead and be the starting guards, if anything. So we'll get everybody's take tomorrow. So make sure you guys go ahead and always tap in with me for the Raider Connection going down every damn Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific. Same bat channel, just Raiders, baby. So make sure you guys go ahead and tap in. We'll be live tomorrow, and then obviously Saturday. Make sure you guys go ahead and tap into Good Morning Raiders 10 a.m. Pacific, with my guy, the Raider Rundown. And we got a special guest lined up. So make sure you guys, as always, turn on your notifications, tap into that. It's always going to be a good one, for sure. So make sure you guys go ahead and pull up for that show on Saturday and tomorrow for sure. So, oh, bless you, buddy. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. So say bye bye to everybody. Tom, we appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Tell them. Make sure you guys like and subscribe this podcast for my dad. So we appreciate you guys, and always hit that subscribe button, hit those likes. It really does go a long way to go ahead and support the show. So appreciate you guys supporting the show and being here, every single one of you, whether you're whether you're in the chat, whether you're spectating. I appreciate you. It goes a long way, guys. And I don't forget for sure. Again, shout out to my guy, Christopher Reeves. Appreciate you, my guy. Make sure you guys catch their shows on Friday night, Saturday nights, and Monday mornings now. They're doing a Monday morning quarterback show. So it's a good one with my guy, Raider Jeff. So make sure you guys tap in for that. But that is it for me today, guys. Again, appreciate everyone pulling up. I will see you guys tomorrow for another episode of the Raider Connection. So until next time, y'all. Peace. Some peace. See you guys next time. Later.